Good evening, every pony and every creature. Welcome to my podcast at DAG on Dratta Talks. And tonight we're going to talk about a character in the My Little Pony series. And I figured that now would be a good time as any to jump into characters, as this week is the week that we will be discussing something from the show, whether it be a review of a character or character bios or reviews of episodes. That is what this week is about. And as you guys know, I have a set schedule for this. And who will we talk about first? Well, you all should have seen this kind of coming, and maybe you didn't see it coming. But I'm going to talk about one of the most heavily favorited characters in the fandom. Now, what do I mean by that? Do I mean Twilight? No, I'm not going to talk about Twilight. Sorry, Twilight fans. I'm talking about Princess Luna. Princess Luna has always been a fascination for me. Definitely, she has been one of the more interesting characters in my opinion. I know some fans really don't like Princess Luna for the lack of character development with her, and the lack of story behind her, while others really, really love just Princess Luna and everything that is Princess Luna. So let's get some of the more factual things out of the way about Princess Luna right off the bat related to the show. Princess Luna is, of course, voiced by Tabitha St. Germain, who voices several other characters in MLP. Personally, I find that she's the right call for Princess Luna. Very talented voice actor. So, big props to her for making Princess Luna the character we all love. Let's go into some more of the story stuff with Princess Luna. Princess Luna is, of course, the younger sister to Princess Celestia. Celestia controls the sun, and we'll do Celestia on another day. Luna, of course, Luna, by definition, means moon. It is essentially, the real term is lunar, which lunar basically translates to the moon. So when you hear anything with that, think the moon. Let's start with kind of season 1, the premiere. Luna shows up as Nightmare Moon. Now, what ended up happening was Luna's jealousy to Celestia and how much that every pony would adore Celestia. And everyone in every pony would sleep, of course, through Luna's night. Luna's job was to guard the night and watch over every pony of the night. We will get to more of that later, but let's focus in on the fact that Luna felt that she was being overlooked. And that's kind of the gist that we get from several episodes later, specifically the one where Twilight starts to learn about her alicorn stuff and starts to learn how to fly. Don't remember the name of the episode. I'm sorry, folks. Give me 1 second. So while I looked that up, let's talk a little bit about Luna's alter ego, Nightmare Moon. Nightmare Moon basically came about through Luna's jealousy. And her jealousy of Princess Luna was that, that's right. It was the episode called Princess Twilight Sparkle, I believe. Princess Twilight Sparkle. That was the name of the premiere of that season. Sorry about that. I really should have remembered that. Anyways, Princess Luna, when she was when she turned into Nightmare Moon, Celestia didn't really have a way of getting her sister back. I bet Celestia was confused and so forth. And of course, Nightmare Moon tried to attack Celestia. To protect, probably out of instinct or just an adrenaline rush, after being hit by one of Nightmare Moon's attacks, Celestia decided to use the elements of harmony to banish Nightmare Moon in the moon for 1,000 years. Where Twilight Sparkle finds out that on the 1,000th year of the summer sun celebration, Nightmare Moon would return. And of course, that's where the story of MLP starts in Friendship is Magic. Part 1, we discover that Nightmare Moon comes about. Using the elements of harmony, Twilight is able to remove whatever darkness or whatever corruption was consuming Luna. And Luna becomes good again. And we see over the course of several episodes, Luna tries to make friends with more ponies, having been gone for 1,000 years. She's not sure how to fit in with the new Equestria. I mean, if I was gone for 1,000 years, I wouldn't know how to interact with anyone 1,000 years from now. It could be an entirely different world. 1,000 years is a long time to not know anything, that's gone on. So, anyways, so what has happened is that Luna becomes good. Now, when Luna comes back, she feels this guilt for having to put her sister and the ponies through the fear of Nightmare Moon. She's regrets it. So in the Princess's Dream of Magic Sheep episode, we see that Luna created something called the Tantabus, which is basically a parasite in the dream world that gives Luna nightmares. Now let's talk about Luna's actual official job within her character. One of her jobs is, of course, to raise the moon after Celestia lowers the sun. That's the first of her jobs, but then she has to enter the dream realm. Now, this wasn't shown until later episodes when they decided to start dedicating some story to Luna. I personally felt that their approach to Luna was very delayed, and thus they kind of rushed her character development. That's just me personally, but I'm not here to gripe about how they went about things. So Luna has the ability to watch over ponies' dreams, helping them through their nightmares, helping them, kind of working as a dream counselor, as a dream guide, to help ponies understand why they're having nightmares, and to kind of alleviate those nightmares. Because apparently nightmares and ponies having nightmares is a bad sign. Apparently. I know that none of us want to have nightmares, but let's go back a little bit and talk a little bit more about Luna's kind of what else is in her backstory, or before we knew Luna. So Laura Faust was originally writing Luna as a character named Selene. Selene is one of the lunar goddesses in Greek mythology. Of course, Selene apparently was a copyrighted name, so they had to change the name of the character. And that's kind of how we got Luna. So going back, let's talk about dream magic for a second, because this is actually the meat of what I wanted to talk about. I think that, each of the alicorns in Equestria have a role to fill. They're kind of given those roles by other ponies and by their talents. They have a purpose that they're supposed to dedicate to. Twilight is spreading friendship. Celestia is, basically raising the sun, guiding every pony in their waking lives. Cadence's job is to spread love and love throughout the world and to guard the Crystal Empire. And Luna's job is to watch over the Dream Realm. As far as each of these characters are concerned, I think Luna's ability perhaps is the strongest of all their abilities. Personally, to be able to spread love everywhere is a great ability. You could force a villain to have a feelings of love and stuff. Or Celestia can, guide, the villains into a sense of responsibility. But Luna's ability, I think, is... They would never do it in the show. But imagine if, let's say, there was a person out there who could enter the dream realm physically. Inception, anyone? Any pony? Inception? I'm going to bring that up. Your subconscious is one of the parts of your brain that controls how you dream. And dreams are the response of your brain reviewing everything that went over in the course of the day. Anything you saw, anything you did. This is a way for the brain to rewire itself. And in dreams, you can get an idea from your dreams that you can actually wholeheartedly approach. This has happened to me. Many stories that I've tried to write or many things that I've done, with video or anything has came from dreams. And an idea was planted in my mind. In Inception, they kind of go over this, though I think it's at an extreme level. They go deep inside the person's subconscious to implant an idea and make that person have that idea as their own. And I feel like that alone is one of the most powerful abilities to affect any pony, any person, any individual. Because the world is ran on ideas. That's just human nature. Everything we do with our day-to-day lives is an idea. And we come up with ideas all the time. Now, idea can be a choice you make. Do I buy milk? There's an idea. I go out to the store and buy milk. It's essentially the same thing. Everything we do day to day comes from the brain's ability to make conscious thought, which comes from the purpose of generating ideas. So what we do is that if, going back to ponies though, if Luna chose, she could implant concepts and ideas into each individual pony. And it could be good, it could be bad. It could be totally torturous. I don't like to say that word on my channel, but yes. It could be cruel. It could be great. It could make a pony very, very happy. We're basically giving Luna that power. That's not a power anyone should have. The ability to affect a person's dream has an effect on their conscious thought, as shown in A Royal Problem, where Luna tells Celestia that if Celestia doesn't use the moon's magic to fix Starlight's dream, it would have a grave impact on Starlight's psychology. And it could permanently hurt her. This is very true. Having a nightmare and being stuck in a nightmare can, in fact, affect your conscious thought. And that's something that no one should have the power to control. So basically, the ponies of Equestria are trusting Luna to basically, monitor the health of their minds, the health of their, of their subconscious. Luna is helping them achieve, a safer mental state. And that's her job, is to maintain the health of the minds of the ponies in their dreams. This is a very unique ability, and I felt that it was given to her quite later on, but it's very, very true. Having an effect on a person's psychology or a person's subconscious is not something anyone should have access to. I'm just going to say that flat. That's why I think Luna's abilities are probably the strongest out of every single alicorn. Because unlike all the others, she's in charge of the mental health of every single creature in Equestria. And it's been shown that Luna's able to enter other creatures' minds. Like, apparently she's entered Discord's mind in the dream realm to see what Discord dreams about. So apparently she's been there. Okay? Discord hints at it in Twilight's Kingdom, Part 1. So we know that Luna is a very popular character in the fandom. There's been a lot of artwork done with her. She's been very, very popular in the fandom, and it's been very cliche to say Luna is best princess. I'm going to say it. She is best princess. I do really like Luna, not because of the same reasons maybe a lot of the other fandom does, because I personally have a hard time sleeping. And I tend to have nightmares. So me thinking about Princess Luna potentially maybe helping me through my dreams kind of does actually help me sleep at night. It really does. Having the thought that, maybe someone out there is doing what Luna does to help ponies or people have good dreams would be a nice thought, but we don't actually have that in real life, which is why it's so appealing in ponies. Why she's such a favorite character by many in the fandom. And they did a good job with how I think that they rushed her character, honestly. There wasn't a lot, apparently, to go on in the story Bible when they were originally writing her character. And I feel like the dream aspect was kind of just tossed together, like last second. She's very much a secondary character. She's not a background character. I would put her like in between a background character and a secondary character. But she is definitely one of the more favorite characters in the fandom. And we see that. We see that a lot. That a lot of members of the fandom have their favorite characters. And there's a lot of people out there that have Luna as their favorite character. And that's fine. I don't berate someone for having a favorite character. But Luna is definitely, I think, one of the few characters with a calling that probably has the most devastating effect if abused and not used right. Because if it's not used properly, it can have a significant impact on the health of every single pony in Equestria. The ability to control the subconscious is not something that really anyone should have power on. Sure, it's a matter of research for a lot of neuroscientists. It's a very big approach. Now, I'm no dream expert. I'm no, master when it comes to, I don't have a degree in neuroscience to really talk about dreams and stuff. I'm just sharing what I know personally of what I've looked into, because there's been times where I've gone online to find what a particular animal or a particular event in a dream, to find out what it meant. What was its purpose? Because it seemed a really scary dream, and what does it mean in my real life? Because your real life affects your dreams. Now, Luna does approach this when Sweetie Belle ruins Rarity's hat, and Sweetie Belle is having the dream of what will happen to Rarity. Forget the name of the episode. There's so many episodes with dreams in it. But Luna kind of shows Sweetie Belle what will happen if Rarity has that impact. And basically Luna is implanting the idea that Sweetie Belle needs to fix what she had done to her sister. Otherwise, the impacts in the real world would be massive. Another good episode is the episode where the cutie remark episode, I think it's called. It's where Apple Bloom dreams that she gets a cutie mark and something that she'll be bullied about, or something that doesn't work for her, and her shadow supposedly resets her cutie mark. Luna says that this dream is a real thing in your mind. You're so worried about getting your cutie mark so you're so worried about getting your cutie mark in the real world, it's affecting your dreams. And this happens more than people think. There's different animals that can appear in a person's dream, and many of them have been referred to as spirit guides or soul guides. Totem poles were often made in relation to this. That each part of the totem is supposed to guide a person's spirit with a different purpose. So everyone supposedly, according to shamanism, has a spirit guide. And in ponies, it's Luna. But in real life, there's various animals that represent different things in a dream. An alligator, and how the alligator is portrayed in a dream, means something completely different. Or if you're running from the alligator, if you are the alligator, or if you're riding the alligator. Each one of those things means something different. It's the same if you have a dream about being chased by a lion, feeding a lion, maybe, hugging a lion. It's the same with any animal. Dreaming about a giraffe means something different when dreaming about an elephant. Each one of these factors means something different according to dream guides. And knowing what you're dreaming about can help you realize what you're doing in your real life that you need to work on. If you're worried about losing your job, maybe, Maybe you're just one of those people that gets anxious all the time, and you're going to have a nightmare. And you have a nightmare about running from a, specific animal. Maybe that means that you're running from the problem that is at hand in the real world. Maybe you're running from your work life and you have a specific dream that will relate to that. Your dreams do not lie to you because they are happening in your subconscious. And because we have no control over our subconscious, oftentimes our dreams are our reality. And that's why, keeping a dream journal and stuff is really, really useful. Okay, I figured I talked a lot about the dreams and dream world, and we kind of went off topic without really talking about Luna. Let's go back to Luna. Luna has a very, very fascinating design with her flowing mane of starlight, obviously blue, kind of bluish purple, the moon cutie mark, and her cutie mark is also around her neck collar and on her flank, of course. Her horn glows a dark blue usually when using magic, and we see her in a variety of episodes. As far as a character goes, she's an interesting character in that of her ability. Maybe not necessarily in her how she's conducted herself in the show, but her ability is definitely the most interesting because it's the only one that actually impacts every pony. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to about cover it. If, of course, you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like the video. As always, guys, if you're looking to contact me, you can contact me via dratta.arcana@gmail.com, or you can contact me via Dratta Arcana Gaming on Facebook. Or if you're looking for this or any of my other content, of course, check my Twitch channel or my YouTube page. And as always, guys, no but Dratta comments. We'll see you guys on the next video. Give your praise to Princess Luna so she helps you sleep at night. I haven't said that in a while, so I'm going to say it now because it's perfectly phrased for this. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. And hopefully we'll have some more news for you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye.